G'day, this is Peter from the Property Club, and today I'm back with another episode, and we're looking at luxury condominiums for sale in Cebu City. So in the center of the city, we're looking at those luxurious condos for those people with deep pockets who just don't care the expense. They want the very, very best. And yes, do we have a show for you today? Some really nice condominiums, some good prices, starting from around about 5 million peso, and they go all the way up to 50 million peso, which equates to 100,000 US to about 1 million US dollars. Most of the condos I will show you today are in the 100,000 to 300,000 range, but they do get right up there when you start looking at penthouses and that sort of thing. So notice the image in the background is Cebu City. So I've edited this photo just to look a bit artistic. You've got the new Cebu City, which actually has gone, my understanding, is back into ECQ, hard lockdown at the moment. I was really hopeful to get out to Cebu sometime soon and look at some properties, but unfortunately it's probably a few months away yet, who knows. So let's get started. And let's start with this gem. This is an absolute gem. This is a Rockwell development. It's 32 Sanson in La Hague by Rockwell Land. It's priced at 5.5 million peso, and I believe it is 33 square meter studio. Let's have a look at the pictures. That's the building. It's that resort style living by Rockwell. Great for kids. And it does show the condo. And this is the room here. And this is the agent, Anna. And I believe it's about 33 square meter studio, priced at 5.5 million, which isn't that bad actually. 5.5 million divided by 33 square meters, you're looking at 166,000 peso per square meter for this Rockwell condo. Moving along. So we've got another one. I believe the next one is again another Rockwell condo, again 33 square meter. So this is the starting point. This is one of the cheapest units in the building. So another studio for 5.5 million. Unfortunately, just literally shows that it's a bare unit. It's a studio 5.5, and that's all it gives us, that little picture there. But look, they are nice units, resort style condominiums, and it's not too far from the IT park. Again, another 32 Sanson, priced at 6.5 million, and this is the condo here. And you can see the kitchen, very nice kitchen. You can see the granite there. The lobby. There's the floor plan, and it says Unit H. I'll just try and zoom in a tad, see if I can zoom in a little bit there for you. That's the floor plan there of the studio. You can see very small balcony. My only gripe with this development is that balcony. You can't really step out. You just open it up and you get some fresh air. That's about it. The next is in the center of town. It's Calyx Residences, which is near the Ayala Mall. Priced at 6.9, and it's a 46 square meter one bedroom. So 6.9 million peso divided by 46 square meters equals 150,000 peso per square meter. Let's have a look at this one. Nice balcony, that, and a great view. Does look like a resale, and that it has been lived in, and it is a one bedroom condominium. So not bad for 150,000 peso per square meter, which equates to around about 150,000 US dollars. So moving along, we've got this one at 8.1 million. So let's do the math on this one and compare again. Calyx Residences right near Ayala Mall, 8.1 million. Divided by 52 square meters, and you're looking at 155,000 peso per square meter, so just a tad over 3,000 US dollars. this doesn't look like a one bedroom. It looks like an oversized studio. Perhaps it was a one bedroom. It looks like it might have been, and they might have knocked out the wall here to make it, just open plan living. The great thing about Calyx Residences is the, facilities, and you got on the top of the building this beautiful pool that looks over the city. And the location is very close by to Ayala Mall. Alright, so this one is 62 square meters. It's priced at 8.2. This is, again, Calyx Residences. There are a few in this price range. I think this represents extremely good value because, if you work out the price per square meter, let me just calculate this now. It's 132,000 peso per square meter with a big balcony, and the shape of these balconies at Calyx, they're kind of an odd shape. They're like circular, or it looks like a wave from the outside on the exterior of the building. And this is actually a corner unit, which I like as well. It's just a bare little unit up for sale for 8.2 million. So this, honestly, probably the best buy at the moment in Calyx when you calculate the price per square meter being 132,000 peso per square meter. I just want to note this is going to be the last Cebu condominium video in this series. We are going to move along. We're going to have a look at a few houses in the next video, houses in Cebu, and then we're going to move along to the next area. Okay, so this is a loft. It's a loft in Cebu with free parking. It says it's a 2-bedroom loft, and it says it's close to the Ayala Mall. I'm just trying to find the details of the building name. It is the Persimmon building. It's priced at 9.5, and it's a 2-bedroom loft. Have a look at the pictures. And Persimmon does have some nice facilities as well, a really nice pool. Obviously this has been lived in. It is a resale. What I don't like about this particular unit, they've tried to cramp everything in, so it doesn't look as big as it would if it was bare. So you're going to have a bit of an imagination. They've got a gym and the bedroom upstairs. And it does come with parking, as you can see. And who knows, maybe they're leaving the country and they want to sell and might throw in the car. It's one of the bedrooms, quite small, that bedroom, bit pokey. And you can see the 3 doors there. I wonder, is one a bathroom and one a storage? Where does that lead? Because that kind of indicates that it looks like it's 2-bedroom plus the loft upstairs. Not exactly sure. Doesn't really show us properly in the pictures. But yeah, it is a 2-bedroom. It is 69.9 square meters, priced at 9.5. So if we look at the price, 9.5 million divided by 69.9 square meters, you're looking at 135,000 peso per square meter. Carousel, you always do this to me. Bit slow. Okay, so the next is a 2-bedroom condo with a big balcony overlooking the business hub in Cebu, the IT park there. I'm sorry, not the IT park. It is the business park, which is closer to the Ayala Mall there. It is a 2-bedroom. It's 62 square meters, priced at 9.7 million. So 9.7 million divided by 62 is 156,000 peso per square meter. Look at this unit though. It's an awesome unit. It is on the corner with a huge balcony and an amazing view. Check that view. Massive balcony. I love a big terrace like that, and I think for a 2-beddy in the center of town with that view and that balcony for 9.7, being a corner unit in the price range, this is the best unit available for sale today, without a doubt. Bloody bargain. And that's by Cebu Grand Realty. Thank you, Cebu Grand Realty. Great little condo, that. Okay, so the next one is priced at 9.99 million, so almost 10 million peso. It is 32 cents, and so a good comparison versus this one, which is the Solania Tower at 9.7. Personally, I like the location of this, and the great big balcony and view. So I'd probably go with this over the Rockwell development, which is surprising because I usually favour the Rockwell development. But what I don't like about this is, look, it's a bit further out from the city. You do need to travel, and parking can sometimes be a bit of annoyance as well as traffic. But let's have a look nonetheless. Price at 9.964 square meters, so 999 divided by 64 square meters. You're looking at 156,000 peso per square meter, so it is a direct comparison to the Solanea. Big balcony, this one, and at 32 cents, and by Rockwell, the 1 bedroom and the 2 bedrooms have huge balconies, but some of the smaller units, for example the studios, the balconies are absolutely tiny. They're not even balconies. It's just like a railing against a window. It is nice, and I like the resort style features of this development, but it doesn't really stand out to me like the Solanea. I mean, for the money, bang for buck, look at that. I'm just sold. Just looking at that picture, I just think, well, that's a great condominium and a great price. If you could negotiate this down to, say, 8 million flat, deal. Look at the floor plan, much bigger. It is not a 1 bedroom, it is a 2 bedroom, whereas this one is a 1 bedroom. So I think long term as well, 2 bedrooms are going to do better. This location is superior to this one. Anyway, moving along. So this one is the Alcoves, which Alcoves, the condominium is by Ayala Premier Land. Ayala Land Premier. Okay, so it is the best of the best that's available in Cebu. So Alcoves is a great building. The location is second to none. Literally, it is located within the Ayala Mall. So you can go down your elevator and literally you're in Ayala Mall, which is a huge feature of this one. It's 62 square meters plus a 3 square meter balcony. So it is 65 square meters, priced at 12,073 divided by 65 square meters. So you're looking at 185,000 peso per square meter. Look, these condominiums in Alcove, a lot of the condominiums that I've seen listed in this building, most are asking, 200,000 peso up, 200,000 peso upwards. Okay, this is the floor plan. It's just a little 1 beddy, Ayala Land Premier. So if you got cash to burn, you got money, then this is the condo for you. Honestly, location wise, just the all around standard is just so much higher on Ayala Land Premier than other buildings. So my recommendation, if you got cash to burn, definitely look at Ayala Land Premier. Premier is just like the #1 brand going around, and pretty much everyone knows it. The condos hold their value regardless of what development, where it is, and being Ayala Land Premier, it's always the very, very best location. As you can see here, literally the building hovers over the mall. You go downstairs and you're literally in the mall dating your girlfriend. Check it out. So very, very cool, and I think it's only going to go up from here. And yep, anything that's Ayala Premier is highly sought after. I would say Ayala Premier is #1, and then #2 would be developments like Rockwell, Shangri-La, developers like that. Okay, just to give you an example. So this is priced actually quite reasonably. It's priced at 12.6 million. It's a recent listing on Facebook that I found. It is an assume, so it says bank balance 7.7, assume cash out 6.9. So the total price is what they're saying is it's 12.6, but it is a 94 square meter apartment. So it is a rather large apartment. So this one versus the Ayala Land Premier, the advantage of this is, you get a bigger unit. So let's just price this, 12.65 million divided by 94 square meters. You're looking at 134,000 peso per square meter. Let's have a look at the condo. Looks like it's on a low floor. See if we can get some more details there. It says ground floor actually, which I don't really like. I like it to be, the unit to be elevated so you get some views. Some people do prefer the ground floor though. Maybe worried about fires or earthquakes or something like that. Personally, look, great looking condo, great resort, great building all around, a very good price. I just don't like the floor. Okay, so the next one, this is, wow. Honestly, when I saw this condominium, I went, yes, 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 please. If I had the money of all the condos today, this is probably what I would personally want to buy. If I was looking for a 2-bedroom condo in central Cebu City. So this is priced at 14.5 million, and it is in the Calyx Residences. Let's just price this up 14.5 million. Bit of a tongue twister there. Square meterage, I don't think it tells me the square meterage here, but I know these units are around about 100 square meters. But this particular unit, and I'll just show you this, I'm just going to assume it's say 110. So 110 square meters. I think this is actually bigger, but 110 square meters equals 131,000 peso per square meter. But I think this is closer to 120 square meters, and you'll see why in a tick. It's a big unit. You can see just outside there's the feature. High ceilings, you can see the very high ceilings there. Again, very close walk by to the Ayala Mall there. Not bad at all. So this is why. And honestly, it's probably closer to 130, maybe plus square meters. Very hard to say without actually measuring it up. But that is a massive balcony. And not only do you get this massive balcony, but you get this little garden where you can grow your own veggies, your herbs, and this is yours. This is your own terrace and gardens. And just looking at it without doing the measure, when you look at the balcony and the garden space, mate, that's got to be at least 20-25 square meters. And knowing that ultimately the 2 bedrooms are around 100 square meters plus in this building, plus a big balcony like this, it's got to be at least 120 square meters. A little bit disappointed that they haven't put it in the listing, but perhaps they haven't because it's hard to, they haven't been able to measure it effectively. They don't know how to do the measure. So you can see here, there's a lot you can do. I mean, you've got the garden here, and it looks like, I don't know what this is, if this is a walkway, for services or something, or access. But if it's not, I think it's probably some kind of walkway or something. But if it wasn't, you could even put some plants up here and make it a bit green and private so people can't see in. The only downside with this is with the big wall there, how much of the view do you see? Because it looks like this wall is elevated. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think it's a very good value unit, and obviously great facilities in the Calyx Residences. Moving along, okay, let's have a look at the next one. And again, the alcoves, 14.9 million, and this is 14.9 million. Does it say the square meterage? It better bloody well do. It's 62 square meter, 1 bedroom. Actually, this is quite expensive. The price per square meter, like I said, most of the listings in this building really getting up there. So let me just do the math on this. It's 14.9 and it's 62 square meters. I think it's actually 65 square meters because they do have 3 square meter balconies, the 1 bedroom in this building. But just on the math that I've done, they're asking 240,000 peso per square meter. So it is big money. And yeah, look, most likely, if it's that floor plan, no, this is not a 3 square meter balcony. This is probably one of the bigger balconies. This looks like a corner unit, hence why they're asking more money than usual. And it looks like an 8 square meter balcony, so it's probably closer to around about 220,000 peso per square meter is my estimate. So nice big balcony. It's a corner unit, and that beautiful balcony, I just can't get over that. Some great views, and you're right in the center of town at Ayala Mall. Moving along. So the next one is a 3-beddy. It's a big 3-bedroom. It is again in Calyx. Well, this isn't Calyx Residences. This is Calyx Center. So it's the same development. It's the same name, but it's a different building. So this is priced at 15 million. It says it's 104 square meters. So 15 million divided by 104 square meters. You're looking at 144,000 peso per square meter. It is a 3-bedroom unit. So let's have a look. It says it's unit number 21. And it's not too far. You can see just behind, and this is in the IT park, guys. So if you're working in the IT park, this could be perfect for you. Maybe you've got an office there, but just behind the picture, you can actually see the waterfront casino, the Cebu casino there. You see these wraparound, wavy looking balconies. So from the exterior, they're all like rounded, wave looking balconies. This condo does look like it has multiple balconies, or it could just be one balcony that extends across the bedroom, one of the bedrooms, and the living room. Hard to say really without the floor plan. Nice pool overlooking the IT park. So another 3-bedroom condo for 15.6 in Calyx Center. And this is what it looks like. Could actually be the same unit, or just a similar unit on another floor. So it does have multiple balconies, as you can see. Surprised it doesn't have a bath though. And moving along, it's always this carousel that's slow. Okay, so this is a 2-bedroom in Sundance 32 by Rockwell. It's priced at 15.8 million and it's 94 square meters. So you can see the difference of the other unit that I showed you that's a lot more reasonable in price on the low floor, and I'm assuming this must be a higher floor. Let's have a look. And no, it doesn't actually show the condo. Wow. They want 15.8 million and they don't actually show the unit itself. Good luck with that. So the next is a 2-bedroom condo in Calyx Center IT Park, priced at 16.5. This says it's only a 2-bedroom for 95 square meters. But just look at this unit. I had to feature this because the interior is done extremely nicely. Looks great. Wow, look at that lighting and very modern kitchen. Looks like they've got the new bare unit and then renovated it to their style, to their liking. Very nice. That wood paneling on the TV. And then you've got the bar. Look at that bar. So you've got like this beautiful piece of, it looks like one piece of marble. And then behind the marble, they've got some lighting or something. It looks like a yellow and an orangey light, and then at the bottom at the floor you've got the blue light. So great there for parties and having some friends around at your condo. Okay, and that's the unit and hence the price. I'm just going to show you the last picture, and that's the building from the street front. And that's priced at 16.5 million. It's a pretty penny. You're looking at around almost 170,000 peso per square meter, but you can see why. So if money's no object, that might be for you. So the next one is a very nice building by the name of Sundance Residences in Banawa, Cebu. The price is 17.2 million and it is 120 square meters. So let's just do the math on that. 17.225 million divided by 120 square meters. You're looking at 143,000 peso per square meter. And it doesn't say whether there's parking with it as well. Let's just assume there is, but I'm not including that in the price per square meter. And it's a corner unit. Beautiful looking condo. I just like that the rooms, the balcony, everything feels big. The high ceilings, everything. It just, look at that. I mean, you could fit 4 or 5 people just at the breakfast bar. Yeah, it's a huge condo, and I love the corner unit and the balcony that wraps around the corner there. Awesome. Totally awesome. I hope I win the lotto. And the next one is priced at 18 million peso. It's in 1016 Residences. And let's just do the math on this one. I think it's around about 200,000 or close to it. It's 18 million peso and it's 98 square meters. So you're looking at 183,000 peso per square meter plus parking. And it's again a corner unit. Nice view there. I preferred the location of this building over Sundance, but I think I like the Sundance apartment, a lot better. Hard to say. I mean, at the end of the day, this does look quite a bit smaller than the other one. Yeah, I definitely like the open plan and the big living space of the Sundance apartment like that. Whereas the corner on this one looks like it's in the bedroom. You really want to show off that corner and that living space to your friends. Bragging rights. So it's another condo priced at 18.5 million in 1016 Residences, 101 square meters. Let's have a look. And this is the unit. Yeah, it just doesn't jump out to me. I mean, like, I see this couch and it looks tiny. Like I could hardly fit on a couch like that, and if I sat there for more than 30 minutes I'd probably hurt my back. Just saying. Moving along. Again, 1016 Residences by Ayala, so very good location, and it is in the business park, by the way. Don't know if I mentioned that earlier. And it says this is a pre-selling unit for 18.5. That's the building. That's the location on Samar Loop 1016, I should say. Great location. It's across the road, not far from Calyx Residences. So I could say that honestly, this is a direct comparison with Calyx Residences, 1016 and Calyx Residences. Just looking at this picture is really interesting. You got China Bank here, and last time I was in Cebu was a couple of years ago now, but honestly, like, the amount of buildings here in Cebu now versus what it used to look like, it's like all the buildings had babies and have multiplied by 2 to 3 times. It's crazy what's happened in the last 3 or 4 years. In Cebu, the development is wild. Oh, this is a good little map here. You can see the map. That's the Ayala Center, so the Ayala Mall and the business park. And if you come down here, the Samar Loop, you've got 1016. And if you keep traveling down, I think it's down here, you actually do have the Calyx Residences. And it's by Ayala Premier. The next one is a 3-bedroom condo in Marco Polo Residences. So I'm glad to have featured this one because it's the only one that I found, and I'm just trying to find the square meterage. It's actually good value. It's 148 square meters, so 19 million divided by 148 square meters. You're looking at 128,000 peso per square meter for this Marco Polo Residences 3-bedroom. And you've got the Residences, which is the condo building here, and then on the left-hand side, you actually do have the hotel there. Actually, it's pretty good value, this one, when you consider it's only 128,000 peso per square meter asking price. If you could squeeze this down to like so say 100,000 peso per square meter, so around about 14 to 15 million, which is around about 2,000 US dollars per square meter. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good buying. And I like the location that, where you are, you don't have so many buildings. You got a really nice view of the mountains, and you have all the facilities there. So you got, pool, basketball court. You can walk across to the hotel and just relax in the lobby if you wanted to. And here's the full list of indoor and outdoor amenities, complete with even a mini putting green and squash court. And that's the floor plan. And you can see it is a very sizable condominium, perfect for families. And I think if you could get this for around about 100,000 peso per square meter, you would be absolutely laughing. And this is only going to increase in the future. I think 2 and 3 bedroom condos are the way to go if you can afford it, because long term they're the units that are going to have the better growth than the smaller pokey tiny studio units and 1 bedroom, because developers nowadays, they're building smaller units, not building larger units. So over time condominiums are only going to get smaller, not bigger, and that's sad to see. And here we go. This is in Banawa. Did I pronounce that correctly? Comment below. Just trying to remember the building name. It's the Sundance, I'm pretty sure. I think this is Sundance as well. It says it's a 3-bedroom penthouse for 22 million in Sundance, which is really good value for a penthouse. Check this out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the penthouse, because you can see it looks like the top floor. And I like the fact that it's got that covered balcony, because in the Philippines you do get a lot of rain. And last night, actually, here in Subic, we got heaps of rain last night. It was just absolutely crazy. We've seen lightning non-stop, and it actually took out the power lines, and we did have a brownout here for a few hours last night. Yeah, that looks like a penthouse. It's just that open space, that open living. It doesn't look small and pokey. Really nice building. I think, if you're looking for something just luxurious, that's really big, and you're looking for space, Sundance is the way to go. You can even see like this bedroom. You've got this funky little bedroom here, and then this big terrace balcony, which looks like it's in the middle of the apartment itself. So it could actually be a little courtyard there. I wish it had another picture so I could see properly. Pardon me. Need some water. Been speaking for over half an hour now. Moving along, so this is City Lights Garden Penthouse. We're in the penthouse range now that we've reached the 20 million peso mark. And let's have a look at this 2-bedroom penthouse. And let's see the size. It's actually 216,000, 216 square meters, 23.5 million. So if we do the math, this is probably the best price per square meter we've seen today, right? So 23.5, 216 square meters, I believe that's plus parking. So just at the asking price, you're looking at 108,000 peso per square meter. And this is the penthouse. That does look a bit weird. Like that fan looks very low. Like it'd cut my throat and I'd bleed out. Just saying. It does look low. You can see ducted air conditioning. Oh, it's 2 stories actually. It looks like a 2-story loft penthouse. Very good value, very good value. I think it's a reasonable price. I think there's still room for negotiation in this one. I'm not exactly sure of the location of City Lights, to be honest. I think it's a bit further out, and then it has views of the city based on the development name. Actually, this is the first time I've heard about this particular condo. It looks like sandstone or something in there. City Lights does ring a bell, but I don't think I've seen this condo in person before. And that's it. Looks like it's a bit older. It could be an older style unit. City Lights. It does say it's in La Hague, so it's close to town. So quite a good location. Still in La Hague, but I think it might be a bit further out, closer to the mountain, just by the looks of that picture there. Okay, so again, I think this is the same listing we saw just on another website, which is the Penthouse at Sundance. Looks that way. So I'm going to skip this one. Okay, so this one is 1016 Residences, so 24 million, and the price of this Ayala Premier is 24 million. The square meterage rate, let's just do the math on this quickly. 24 million divided by 131 square meters, you're looking at 183,000 peso per square meter. Let's have a look at the unit. It's quite a sizable unit. The floors even look shiny there. I think they're just floorboards, and they have dual air conditioners. So that's a bit weird to me. I mean, for a luxury condo, like even that older style one that we saw, the City Lights looked like it had ducted, whereas this, you got the two split units in the living room. It looks a bit odd to me. Wow, look at that terrace. That's a nice big balcony. It's a great terrace and a wonderful view. Just check that view. Actually, that view looks like something out of Singapore. Doesn't really look like Cebu there. What a lovely view. And look, to be fair though, you know, in Cebu you do get some condos with some amazing views. And I have mentioned this before. This is what I love about Cebu. You've got lots of greenery, lots of trees, and the views from your balconies. You get nice sized balconies and some great views. I'm just disappointed that some developers, not going to mention names, Avida, you know, they're building these new condos without balconies. So it's really disheartening. They're losing their number one biggest feature, and they have this tiny little window that looks like just a hole in the wall. I just wouldn't buy it. Just saying. But again, you know, horses for courses and courses for horses. And this is 123 square meters, and this is in the Park Point Residences. So it's just a tad. Well, it's bang on actually. It's bang on, you know, 200,000 peso per square meter. So again, the dual air conditioners. That's really odd to me. Okay, nice open living. Probably because you can see this bare. Again, high ceiling, and you know, you've got lots of space here and a nice big terrace. Looks like it's in the middle of the city. Only downside, look, it is a corner unit, but only downside, looks like it looks straight at another building, which is a bit sad. Oh, it looks like, yeah, you get some view there, but I think half your view might be taken up by the building next door. Okay, and that's the condo, and it's in Park Point, priced at 25 million peso. Sorry, this carousel website is always slow, and I always complain about it in my videos. Just going to look at this one quickly to compare. It's another Park Point Residences condo. This one is 123 square meters plus parking, and this is what the unit looks like. Looks again like a corner unit. Oh, what happened there? Okay, so that's it's a corner unit. It's quite interesting, the design. You have like quite a big, like square shaped terrace, which is quite nice. Again, nice view. The only thing that looks ugly is that big, you know, air conditioning unit there. So you wouldn't want to be out there when the air conditioning's on, because it'll just blow all that heat on you. It's a bit of a downside, but otherwise a really nice unit. Priced at 26 million, but yeah, it's big money, big money. Okay, so 1016 Residences. This is a 3-bedroom. We've seen a few of these. 27 million, really getting up there for price. Again, near the Ayala Mall. Looks very similar to the other unit that we saw actually. It could be the same unit. So I'm going to skip this one. It definitely looks like the same unit and same view there. I'll go the other listing because the price is lower if you are interested. So here's another Marco Polo. Okay, I lied. There are two Marco Polos in here. This is a 4-bedroom penthouse price at $27.5 million. It is 225 square meters including parking. So what's that? It's 27.5. So you're looking at 122,000 peso per square meter, and this is the penthouse in Marco Polo. You can see the tops of the other building next door, but again it does face directly at another building, which is a bit of a shame for the penthouse. Love that space there, love the corner and lots of light. Beautiful view, you can even see the ocean there. Very nice. Yeah, this would look amazing once it's furnished. You can even see the doors. The doors are really high, high doors, high ceilings. And that's the floor plan. So a very sizable condominium there and a reasonable price per square meter. Okay, so the next is a 3-bedroom unit at 38 Park Avenue. It's 157.9 square meters. It's priced just under 28 million. It's 27.9 million peso divided by, let's say 158. You're looking at 176,000 peso per square meter in the IT Park in Cebu. Just no. Like, look at all the other apartments that we've seen, and then viewing this, I'm just looking at it. It looks small. Right? There's no. Is this a luxury apartment or a boarding house? I just don't understand the bunk beds like that. Look, this apartment building, I'm really quite disappointed. It looks quite small, especially for the price. It's really expensive. Obviously tried to squeeze as many rooms in there, but it says it's 157 square meters. It doesn't feel like 157 square meters. The location is a prime location, and they're marketing 38 Park Avenue as Park Avenue, like it's out of New York or something. This is not New York. This is Cebu, and honestly I was disappointed by those photos. Moving along. Comment below, how did you feel about it? What did you think? There is one of the listing here which it says it's a 4-bedroom. I think this could be a duplicate Marco Polo. Oh, actually that's a good little slide there. It shows you there are a few Marco Polo residences. Actually, I was only aware about the park view and the ocean view, but actually there's the residences, 2 residences, park view and ocean view. So again, it's on the hillside there in Cebu. And that really shows me absolutely nothing, but it's for bachelors and it looks like it has a home theatre. Okay, there's a 4-bedroom price at 30 million. Thank you, Jason, for the lack of photos, but I do appreciate this picture that shows us the different residences for Marco Polo. Okay, so the next one, penthouse condo in Cebu, prime location in Ayala. And I'm just trying to find out the building detail. It says it's the Avalon, which is a 19-story condominium with 200 units. Let's have a look at the Avalon penthouse. Okay. Yep. No. No. Yes. Okay, so big balcony, nice big balcony with some great views. It really doesn't show us much, that's it. So pretty much of the unit, all I get to see is that. and the stairwell, like a blurry picture of the stairwell. Anyway, 33 million. You're going to have to do better to sell this condominium. It is 230 square meters, so the price isn't that bad. Who knows? Maybe you could squeeze this down to 20 million from 33 million. Then you could buy a penthouse under 100,000 peso per square meter. So the next is this 3-bedroom ready for occupancy condominium, and I believe it looks like 1016 again. 3-bedroom for 36 million by Jason. It is a nice building in a good location close to the mall. You see the building there, and literally they're not. Oh, yep, they are going to show us the condo. So look at that balcony. Okay, thank you, Jason. Thank you for that. That is a huge balcony. It's right next to China Bank. You see this massive sized balcony. It looks like, a rooftop deck where you could actually, have a little bar and nightclub. It's very sizable indeed. Do you want a nightclub in your condo? Have a bit of a party with a few girls? Sounds fun to me. But again, doesn't show much. Just that, exterior photos and that one photo. And it says it is... Okay, now this is frustrating me. This doesn't actually say the exact square meterage rate. It says 98 square meters to 220. Well, it bloody well better be 220 square meters if your asking price is 36.5 million. I'm just going to say, mate, come on, attention to detail. You're selling a unit for 36 million peso. So the next one, a penthouse condominium for 41 million, and I'm just trying to find the building name. I forget the name of this building. I should know it by just looking at the picture. This is a huge condominium. It's 257 square meters. I forget the name. I'm so sorry. I'm having a mental blank here. 41 million divided by 257 square meters is 159,000 peso per square meter. This is the facilities. This is not, I repeat, it's not the condo. This is the condo here. So you can see the condo itself. The penthouse condo actually looks over the pool. I absolutely hate and despise that. Okay, because yes, you should be in a penthouse with your own pool. You shouldn't have to look at everyone swimming in the public pool and being noisy. That could be really, really annoying, and it might make it difficult to sell this apartment. I've got to be honest. So yeah, straight away I'd be asking for a 30 to 40% discount on this condo. I'd be asking for a huge discount here. I just can't remember the building. I do not. I'm just drawing a bit of a blank here. Yeah, so it's actually a list price of 35 million. Very interesting. It says it's including taxes and VAT tax. It's actually 41 million. So that's a thing. Yes, it is a thing in the Philippines, which is VAT tax. On new developments, on new condominiums, new property. Cray. Okay, so drum roll. This is the last unit of the night. This is the most expensive, luxurious condominium available. It's priced over 200,000 peso per square meter, well and truly over. It's a loft 3-bedroom apartment, and it's in 1016 Residences. It does have a private deck. So price at 50 million, which is 1 million US dollars with a private roof deck. Let's have a look at the photos. It looks like it's 3-story here. Yep, okay, we see the kitchen. Yep, I see the laundry and the living space. Okay, where's the roof deck? That's all they're going to show us. Sorry guys, I would have loved to have showed you the roof deck. Unfortunately, it's not in the pictures for this dot property listing. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Please do share, like, and subscribe. Really do need the support and really appreciate it. Thanks a lot and have a great weekend. Bye for now. Bye bye.